guess I'll throw in my 2 cents about when it comes to fighting games or whatever. My first experience with fighting games came with, like with everybody else, Street Fighter 2. I wonder why nobody mentions the original Street Fighter.
I do. What the hell are you talking about?
It's non-existent.
I said it.
Street Fighter for Genesis, what?
I said it. For Sega fucking Genesis.
But yeah, Street Fighter 2. I fought a friend of mine from my building on that shit. I would just play as Blanca because back in the day I had no skill and all I could do was button mash. So all I could do was Blanca, keep that motherfucker in the corner and keep shocking his ass.
Oh, yeah.
Keep shocking his ass.
Spam.
And since those times, I never played another fighting game after that. Freaking
What are you talking about? You played Brawl.
Well, I'm getting to that. I mean, I played some, sparse, on occasions, such as this one particular Double Dragon game that was for the Super Nintendo. Not the one that was on your emulator. It was a completely different one. It was the one that was actually based off of the actual cartoon.
What are you talking about? What?
It was a Double Dragon game.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I played
And I used to play as Lockjaw. Just used to spam his tongue attack. You notice that I'm talking about spamming a lot, but what can I say? You're like 4 or 5 years old at the time.
Spam is delicious.
Spam is delicious.
Oh,
Straight
yeah.
from the fucking can.
Especially when you get a victory off on pro and they start bitching.
And they start bitching. Where? I go to tournaments. No one gives a shit. Did your tournament
Wave
skill?
dash. Wave dash.
Did your tournament skill beat me? No.
Speaking of, did that dude get eliminated?
Yeah, he went to the final round and he got his ass handed to him in freaking SoCal.
How did he get that far?
He sucks a lot of dick.
But anyway, I didn't really get back into the whole, I guess, quote unquote fighting games until the Smash Brothers game started. Until the first Smash Brothers showed up. Now, yeah, it's
And you and me, together we are happy as two can be. The only one for me, you, and you for me.
Now,
We love that.
despite the fact that it's not the traditional fighting game or one-on-one health bar, quarter circles, and half circles, and that was still fun.
Yeah, I love that fucking
I
commercial.
mean, at the time it was hardcore. I mean,
What?
What do you
Mario?
mean it wasn't awesome? Yeah, Mario versus Donkey Kong versus Samus versus Jigglypuff and all these other motherfuckers.
What? Loose change, anyone?
Sure you can.
Another cool thing I've always liked about at least the first Smash Bros. Is that what you call it? I mean, even though there was no real storyline to it,
intros.
But they were actually freaking figurines. They were figurines. And so like you usually have the freaking the hand, just controlling it. Like, I'm bored. I want to see Samus kick Donkey Kong's ass.
Do it, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
But I started playing Smash Brothers, and it was pretty good for what it was. I mean, after a while, I stuck with that. I played another game that was similar to it was Digimon Robo Arena. It wasn't a Smash Brothers killer, but it was entertaining for what it was. All those people that talk so much smack about how they were the greatest in that game. People that we won't mention. Robert, Danny. But the guy. I mean, all these people that claim that they were the shit. I just roll up on them with Black War Greymon and just the fuck up. Black Tornado!
Delicious.
Dragon Crusher! Also cocaine.
This you see me roll up in there with Agumon.
Agudismon. But, yeah, and I pretty much played like most of the other arena games. Now, I didn't get back into Capcom scene until about Power Stone. Power Stone was another favorite.
That was another
because it was another that wasn't really a technical fighter,
it was a party fighter.
But it was still fun, and it was challenging and it was fun.
Where do I get those stones?
Did I love playing that fucking game.
Yeah, what?
I'm mostly main with One-Eye Jack and Ayami. They were my favorite characters.
Once that Power Stone shove, it was whoa.
And it only got better with part 2, where it was actually 4 one on a 4-man free-for-all.
Oh man, that shit was fucking horrible.
That shit was
just
just
7 gems up in there.
Up in there.
4 people fighting.
That shit was so much fun.
Stabbing, killing.
So much mayhem.
The humanity.
But
make a whole bunch of
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. The customizing.
Oh yeah, with the fucking with the
VMUs, yeah.
VMU, yeah, that shit was awesome. And after a while, I kind of wanted to give the classic fighters a trying. I tried CVS 2, Capcom vs SNK 2.
Fuck one game.
That
Yeah,
shit was-
crossover.
yeah.
Hell yeah, and one reason why I liked it so much is because they had my favorite SNK character, fucking Rugal Bernstein, man. Can't go wrong with that character. They also had other characters that
Ray Park.
Ray Park.
Damn allergies.
Ray Park. But then they had also a bunch of other characters that I would
Yeah, of
eventually
course.
come to enjoy. They had Athena, a character that apparently a lot of people seem to hate because she's quote unquote annoying. I'm like, y'all suck. That's all there is to it. Y'all suck. I said, come on. Freaking Athena.
remember.
Yuri was cool. Shit, Rock Howard
Yuri.
was awesome.
No.
I mean,
So what time does it finish?
I saw shit. I
don't
remember
wanna be there in 20
freaking
minutes.
shit. I remember my first
15
run in
minutes
with
ago.
Geese Howard. Shit was crazy back in the day, man. But yeah, I tried other fighters after that. I tried King of Fighters. I tried to get back into Street Fighter. Sorry,
And then 4 came out.
Yeah.
And then 4 came out.
That atrocity.
It was just bad.
Dude, bad would be an upgrade. Bad would be an upgrade. Seriously.
And yeah, I tried a bunch of other games. I tried another game that seems to get bashed a lot by most of the Guilty Gear fanboys is Arcana Heart. It wasn't exactly the most technical fighting game out there, but it was still good for what it was. But for some reason, all the fan brats from the Guilty Gear fan base seem to bash it a lot, only because it's a game that's based off of the whole Moe archetypes and whatnot. I mean, I'll say this much: if you're playing it to play it, I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, Dre, what was the name of that game that was supposed to that was coming out by Axe System? It wasn't. It was done. No, that was it?
No, Battle Fantasia is the one you have.
No, that's the one you had. It was another one.
That
That was supposed to be done by.
Blaze Blue.
Thank you.
Blaze
That's the
Blue.
name of it.
That's another one that looks kind of interesting.
It's not out yet, is it?
It's coming out in the next 2
But
months.
dude, it's like I said before. When it comes to 2D and 3D fighters, I mean, it's like it's like I said before. You know, no matter how similar they play and all, and some characters may have the same moves and the specials and combos and whatnot. But then again, like I said, it's a fighting. You can't really go above and beyond that. I mean, of course they're gonna play a little similar, but that doesn't mean that it's technically the same one.
Yeah.
One's biting off the other.
Yeah, it's like I'm like whatever. It's like these people just want a reason to freaking fight over the internet. Because
No,
Lord
of course.
knows they would not come up to a person with that fucking bullshit.
No, of course not.
But yeah. But when it comes to fighting game types, I usually go for the ones that are like more unorthodox than say. I mean, I like stuff like Guilty Gear, King of Fighters and stuff like that. But I don't really main in games of that variety. I usually stick with the ones that are that by most would be considered simplistic, but ultimately you go for what's more fun. Do you feel more fun playing with complex stuff, or do you feel more fun with simplistic stuff? It depends on the person. If you like complexity, you go with classic fighting games. If you want just to have a good time, you go with the unorthodox shit. Now, games like I said, games like Smash Brothers, games like fucking Digimon Rumble Arena, stuff like Power Stone, even shit.
Rumblefish?
Rumblefish.
What was another game? Some of the freaking Rave Master games were fun.
One Piece.
One Piece was another one that was fun. It could have used the whole let's rock more than just 2 people on the screen.
Ultimate motherfucking muscle for GameCube.
Oh,
Legends versus New Generation.
Yeah, I have to admit,
Fuck
that's
win game.
But wouldn't that be considered more along the lines
wrestling.
of a wrestling game?
No, I mean, it played like a wrestling game, but you had a health bar in the game, and it's like you couldn't pin your opponents. You had to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And dude, and the finishers.
Guess what? I want to mention one that no one wants to mention. Fight for New York.
Oh.
Oh, Def Jam?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
Def Jam
the
games,
Def
no,
Jam games.
well, then again, go figure. I mean,